how did you get to Harvard, Illinois? You went from one end of the country to the other.
Yeah, yeah. We have a cousin, well, actually an uncle and an aunt, the ones that I was living with in Eagle Pass when I was younger. Her husband worked for H&E Sud Farm here in Harvard. And he was always telling my aunt, and my aunt was always telling my dad, and when I became a junior, I started working full-time. So I was supporting my family by working 2 jobs, part-time while working during school hours. And then on the weekends, I used to work as a cashier at a local store. And I did it for 5 years. So my parents stopped leaving when I got a full-time job. And when my aunt was telling my father about the job and how it was work and all of us could work, I told my father, hey, why don't we do that? It's not really fair that I'm the only one working full-time and you go on the weekends, and the kids or the siblings didn't want to do that anymore. My brother Art ended up going to school, to college, and then he joined the Marines, so he left the family for a bit. So my father took me up on it and came. My sister actually ended up getting really angry at me because we came to Illinois and she had to work, and she was still in school at that time, so she actually attended Harvard High School for, I think, 1 year. She finished. She didn't finish here. She ended up finishing in Uvalde, but she did have to go a couple of months to school, and she hated it. She hated it. So we came to Illinois in 1984, and I got married in 85, and I stayed.
What was your first impression of Twin Gardens?
We were not welcomed. Everybody there was mostly families from Laredo, Texas, and Durango. We were the only ones that came from Uvalde, town they never heard of. Laredo is further down south, so that was more like towards the border. And I know we were picked on, especially me, a lot, because I was old and very naive. Then I met the man that I married, Felipe. He was from Durango, so he had family here. He came to Harvard when he was 18, but most of his siblings were there before him, so he had sisters and brothers, so most of his family was there except for his parents, and I think 2 or 3 younger brothers, sisters. So I wasn't very welcomed, but they did notice us right away. We were hardworking. The labor was very different because they used machinery. We were not used to machinery. We did a lot of things with our hands and the hose that we would clean the weeds off or pick them with our hands bending over. And here the company had like machinery where you sat down and a tractor pulled you, and there was like 5 women or 6, and we were planting plants. And we right away got into, okay, this is easy. We got it. So the owners there really liked us. They asked if we knew of any other families that would like to come with us. So I ended up asking a girl that I had met at one of my jobs with her family, and she came over, and her family came. They liked it too, but they only came for like 2 years, and then they stopped.